Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. It is February 7th, 2022. It is about what time is it? It's 11:34 in the morning. Oh, it's still in the morning. I've been up really early in the morning trying to download the previous video. I am here in Los Angeles. More precisely, I am here at Alvarado and Wilshire. And this is kind of an impromptu video. Just checking out. Actually, I was checking out some stuff to see about buying. But honestly, the parks here at MacArthur Park mainly were shut down quite a while ago. And they kicked out a whole bunch of homeless folks. I've been here many times. I've grown up in around this area and in this park. My dad used to love to come to this park. So many parks. My dad was as kind of a not so nice of a person he was. One of the things he loved to do was when he was being nice, like to spend time with us and being in the park. And this particular area over here has seen some days. This park actually was seen, was the site of a lot of movies. Volcano, 2012, a lot of the destruction, Hollywood, aftermath, doomsday type of videos or movies. But they shuttered down this park a long time ago, quite a while ago, and kicked out a whole bunch of homeless folks. And this whole area was actually pretty decent out. And definitely needed a lot of repair. Looking at the fountain over here, and as I'm looking, they really spent a lot of money in resodding this whole area. I mean, let me show you. Now, as you can see, this park has not been this green in years. I mean, years. Especially with the whole political melee that we were having a couple years ago. And the governor and the mayor are greatly to blame with all the promises and everything that they were doing. A lot of homeless folks from all over the country came over here. And as you can see, this grass is beautiful and green. Now, I don't know if they've done something with the water, but that fountain right there used to, and I kid you not, the water was very muddy brown. It looked like sewer water. A great deal in part because of all the birds and everything, yes. But also a lot of people were just, do a lot of stuff. But this park, I mean, they even redid the asphalt. Actually, they kind of remodeled the whole area. Yeah, they've really done a spectacular job. They spent a lot of money in this. So another park that they shuttered down for a while, and I haven't had a chance to go back. I do intend to. Was Echo Park, and I was there when they were shuttering it all down and everything, and we had the protesters. In fact, this park over here, this park is in two sections actually. It's this being on the south side, and this one being on the north side. And over there, as you can see, that grass is definitely a different color. This is actually quite a nice, well, back in its day, this used to be one of the prosperous areas. Very nice. This is also the site of the Westlake Theater. Langer's Cafe, just right over there. I mean, this place is really nice. Well, it was. You also were able to rent paddle boats here. And my dad actually, a couple times, I remember going out over here on this little lake with him and paddling with him. Well, he was paddling, but you know what I mean. This whole area, it just brings back a lot of memories. Actually, in the beginning of this video, I kind of had to watch myself because there was a homeless guy there that was kind of spotting me, and he was trying to be an opportunist. But I was here not too long ago, actually. And checking out some prosperous jobs, but it didn't happen. Ooh, it's getting hot already. It is supposed to be very hot this week. Actually, by Wednesday and Thursday, we're supposed to be getting up into the very high 80s. This week right now, we're supposed to be getting into the very high 70s and the mid 80s in some areas. Oh boy. Whew. Yeah, I can't. Wow, it is so. They did such a fantastic job of cleaning this up. Wow. But big old goose. As expected, though, pretty much expected. Once these chain link fences come down, unless they really do a lot of policing, definitely expect homeless folks to come back in here. And I can't blame them, you know. The situation over here hasn't really gotten any better. Yeah. I mean, it really just, even taking the one train over here, it gets very questionable when I get on the train, especially in the subway, because you just never know who's going to pop off. In fact, actually, when I was at Union Station at the Starbucks trying to get some free Wi-Fi to check my email and comments and stuff like that, they were already coming up with what appeared to be two homeless folks in handcuffs and escorting them out. You know, it's just, the thing is that it's just a lot of mental illness, you know, and these poor people just need help, you know, and just simply giving them housing. Now, I understand the housing first situation and everything, but it's not working. The housing first, never mind of the mental illness, the drug addiction, or whatever the state of the person is get them off the street and stuff like that. Now, California has just gotten more millions of, California has gotten about $1 billion in homelessness, and there's still a lot of homeless folks out here. And the money is being spent on focus groups and studies and where to do this. All the while they're doing that, contractors and places that hold land and stuff like that are jacking up the prices. So when they do and approach them, you know, the price of whatever it is that's available is jacked up. It's kind of like when Walt Disney was out in Florida, and he started another company to looking for land to build Walt Disney World. The same thing goes. He got very smart about that. He assumed a different company name and all this, so prospective land sellers wouldn't jack up the price, and he bought land on the cheap. Very, very, what was it about? God, you know, I can't remember. I think it was something about $100 an acre or something, which is still a lot of money. I mean, it was just swampland and stuff like that, but whatever parcel or acre was going for, just pennies on the dollar. You know, if anybody got wind that, you know, Walter Disney and Disney Corporation was going to be buying land, yeah, they'd price gouge. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Kind of like when you know, before the whole shutdown, you know, folks are used to paying $10 to $15 for a sheet of plywood. I'm paying $40, $60, $80 a sheet of plywood. That's unheard of, you know. So, and the fine example now is also, I mean, look at Carla, look at my situation, you know. As bad as the thing is, she's also being allowed to self-destruct. That's not good. You know, that's just not good. It's not, as mad and upset as I am about having to deal with that situation and my other housemate and I being ignored, it's got to be about money, you know. Just don't get it. She's being allowed to commit crime around the city and self-destruct by alcohol and drugs and stuff like that. It's not working, you know. So with the whole thing of housing first, you got to make sure that the person sees about getting help within themselves, at least within a certain time period. I would think, you know, I would expect, at least if you're going to get housed first and everything, make sure that at least something, I would say, within the perspective 30, 60, 90 days, that whatever your situation is, drug addiction, mental illness, go get help as a must in order to continue to be in the transitional housing and to get your own place, or further, you know, exit out of transitional housing. Because transitional housing, by all rights, is only a maximum of about a year, I believe, at best. So, and I've been there the longest now in this one, 4 years. It'll be 4 years in July. 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, in July of 2018 is when I moved in there. So, and the first couple years was fine. It was fantastic, you know. Even one of you folks went looked and they were like, Charlie, was this, you know, more or less before she moved in? I'm like, yeah, you know, you could see me after I moved in. I had my keys and everything. You saw how big the place was, all empty. And now, you know, I got all my stuff that I've worked so hard for, everything. It's just, every day I leave the house and I come back, you know, is my place going to get broken? Is my room going to get broken into? Because I'm pretty sure they suspect, they know what I have. Not so much as what I have, is that I worked really hard for a lot of stuff. And they got an inclination when they saw me coming home with the Segway scooter. It's like, oh yeah, you know, this guy spent a lot of money. So they're thinking, not knowing that it was a gift from someone else. But it's just, it's rough. It sucks. I was actually on the phone today with a couple of folks, one of my social workers and stuff like that. And I actually have to call back to another care coordinator. And I have to do all this and with the attorney and all this, which could have been avoided. This whole legal aspect could have been avoided if the landlord would have just done something about this. No, now it's gonna be more trouble, more money spent, more time spent. It's just no good. All right, let's go check out. Enough with the rambling. The big, beautiful hotel. This is the Asbury. I mean, this is such a beautiful architectural. And over here in this section of Los Angeles, we do have a lot of hills, which I find kind of fun, actually. Maybe not so much as walking. But we have a lot of these old buildings over here in the theater districts and everything. It's just so cool. Being over here, you can pretty much on a corner and just see some spectacular old buildings. Still standing also, mind you. This is 6th and Rampart. Wilshire is down that way. Actually, Wilshire going down that way would be west. Yes, I know, Lollipop. Back that way is east. Going down that way is to La Brea Tar Pits. We will be going down there soon. I've done a couple of videos over there, and it looks like to have been remodeled, so let's just keep exploring. Thing really quick, down that direction on 6th, actually on Rampart, keep going down that way for about, I'd say maybe half a mile, less than that, is Rampart, and Beverly is the side of the original Tommy's Burger. Yeah, one of the places that we used to go after, well, sometimes cruising on Hollywood Boulevard, because it was open pretty much really late, I think, or if not 24 hours. Best place to go and get some munchies, especially the chili.